All right, you guys. So today we're going to be talking about the cringiest, goofiest, biggest Andrew Tate Glazer of all time. I mean, if you guys know Jose, Wes Watson's pet, Jose, this guy gives Jose a run for his money, okay? He is doing flips, he is doing splits, he's doing tricks on that thing, and it is getting wild. His name is Tyson Hockley, and he's from Canada. Now, he's very similar to Jack Doherty in the way where he's been making videos since he was very young, trying to make something of himself, trying to become like an influencer or a content creator or something, very much like in the wannabe alpha male realm, and basically just been copying everything Andrew Tate does. It seems as though, like with all of these dudes, they get to Miami and all of a sudden they walk around shirtless, calling people fat, calling people lame. They think they're hot shit, and that's basically what's going on here.
Oh, because like we're supposed to be shirtless for it.
We're shirtless maxing up in this bitch.
Yes, sir. Shirtless maxing at night, baby. Let's go.
If you're not shirtless maxing with your walks, you're so cooked. You're suppressed, bitch.
That's so true.
You're
like,
insecure as shit.
Either you look like shit or you care what people think, and both ways means that you're kind of a pussy. No, you're not even kind of a pussy. You're just a pussy.
If Adam was naked and Eve was naked, why the fuck are we not supposed to be naked? I'm
Dude,
gonna pull out my dick right now.
Why do we even have our pants on right now, bro?
I'm about to pull my pants
Yeah,
down,
let's
bro.
like actually naked max,
Oh,
bro.
more naked, Max?
Uh-oh.
Okay, maybe not.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Pull out your dick and get arrested for indecent exposure. That would fit beautifully with this niche. Now, that was him walking around, you know, with the blonde hair, calling people pussies. And if you remember from, I think the last Andrew Tate video, it might have been, where the guy was out there, you know, doing push-ups, no shame.
Like, is that not the Matrix? I fucking never heard of it. Let's go.
Doing push-ups outside the jail, and he was also the one saying that he was gonna fly a drone outside Andrew Tate's window so that he could peek in like a peeping Tom and see what he's doing. It's so weird, dude.
Alright, so Andrew Tate is currently being held in a Miami jail about 5 minutes away from me. If you guys could give me up to 10,000 followers this week, I will go there with a drone and see if I can get some up-close shots of Tate. This would, of course, be very risky for me, so I gotta make sure that people actually care to see it. But yeah, guys, let me know if I should pull up and get some footage for you guys.
Like, these guys truly want to see Andrew Tate naked so bad. They are willing to fly a drone up there so that they could sneak a peek and goon to it later. Like I said, these guys are all the same. This post right here is the same formula that the sniffer uses, Brad Sniffington, where he posts these videos like, oh, you guys want to bring up my past, huh? You want to bring up my past. Back when I was cool, I was sleeping around. I was sleeping with every girl in town. You want to bring that up, huh? You want to bring that up? It's like, dude, you never did that. But here this guy posted, I started smoking weed at 14 and absolutely fucked my situation. I decided to use all of that negative energy and ascend in life. And he's posting this little like transformation video, like a before and after, to prove that at 14 he was indeed smoking weed. And now he's walking around like he has a broom shoved up his ass, and he sits in circle jerks with his friends, and they talk about, you know, deep throating Andrew Tate's sausage. I swear, these kids, they get one little lick of that taint meat and they start losing their minds. And now, believe it or not, I think that this kid wants the Tate to stay in jail because he's all geeked out that Andrew Tate is his neighbor. He's like a block away from him. So every night he's like out there on his patio filming the jail, trying to see if he can like peek in. I secretly think that he wants him to stay in jail because he's on the internet calling Andrew Tate his neighbor.
He's our neighbor. Okay, bro, so me and my friend were just chilling on our balcony, and we realized that that's Andrew Tate's jail right there. So, I mean, free the boys. That's fucked up what they're doing. But, bro, we are neighbors with Andrew Tate.
This nigga started yelling, saying, yo, Andrew Tate's our neighbor.
Bro,
Cool. I swear, this kid like stays up gooning all night just thinking about the fact that Andrew Tate is like a block away from him. He's so excited. So anyways, this guy has been going around to all the alphas and the lawyer, especially the lawyer, begging to do like these interviews. So here he is outside the jail, of course, filming himself, asking the lawyer what he thinks about these Andrew Tate haters. It seems like it's a coordinated effort, that we're being paid by people, which, by the way, if that's true, like where the hell is my payment? Huh? Where's my payment for going after Andrew Tate? It better be coming. But the lawyer, I swear, the lawyer is such a groupie. It's so weird. I truly don't even think that he's actually working on a defense. I think this is his defense, like to make this like the most popular trial in history and to literally go beg Donald Trump to get them out or to like help out with this. Because truly, like, what is this lawyer doing? All I see him doing is going on podcasts, making videos, making TikToks. Like, he's not doing anything to help his clients. It's wild. But anyways, the lawyer is saying that we're just a bunch of like incel soy boy haters that live in our mom's basement or some shit, and we're demons that are gnawing at people's ankles, and this is the ethereal it's bizarre. This guy has the gift of the gab, okay? He's just yapping away. It makes no sense. It makes absolutely no sense. But of course, guys like this Tyson Hockley dude, just eat it up.
What's your thoughts on all these like Tate haters online? It almost seems like they're coming from like a funded source. Like it almost seems like they're not even real people.
They're a bunch of British NGO sponsored incels who sniff lines of soy in their basements and hate men and hate testosterone and hate this country. They're funded. They're losers. I wouldn't look at that as reality. I would just look at that. Picture yourself as a man or a woman of God out here, and if you could see the ethereal realm, and if you're walking with the Spirit of God behind you, and then you have all these demons surrounding you. These are these little demons, these little elves, these little ugly little creatures who try to gnaw and chip away at you and get you to give in and get you to surrender and get you to stop what you're doing. They're nothing but a satanic, weak, pathetic, gay distraction, and I wouldn't even consider anything that they're saying as true.
They are such like the lawyer is a fanboy for the Tates, but these kids, like all of these kids, since they look up to Andrew Tate, they also are looking up to this lawyer as well. They're like following him around like puppy dogs because like that's their only hope. Their like last chance is to get close to this lawyer so that they can get information about Andrew Tate, and because the lawyer is gonna get him out. So the lawyer has in turn become also like some sort of hero to these guys. It's so weird. So not only has this kid, been begging the lawyer for interviews, but he's also been, like I said, he's also been begging the other wannabe alphas, Myron Gaines being one of them. And when he asked Myron Gaines for an interview, Myron shunned him. Okay, he got completely dissed. He got friend zoned. Okay, and before I show you this clip, I need to give you some lore, a little backstory. So Andrew Tate and all of the little Andrew Tate meat writers, they hate Sneako. Even though Andrew Tate and Sneako used to be friends, since they've had a falling out, and Sneako has now been speaking out against Andrew Tate, which I think is a good thing, the Tate Glazers now hate Sneako. So they're all over the internet talking shit about Sneako, saying that he needs to be deported. They're now calling him the brown guy. And so this Tyson Hockley guy posted on X saying, follow me to help me 10x the brown clown, saying that Sneako is the brown clown. And so this will all be relevant in just a second. But anyways, here's the clip where he's asking Myron, would you like to rip like a street interview or something? Like, want to rip a street interview, bro? And Myron's like, yeah, maybe later, dude. Maybe later. This guy like doesn't take the hint, dude. Doesn't take the hint.
Would you like to rip like a street interview or some shit like that?
Yeah, after we wrap up all this stuff, yeah, maybe, yeah.
Bro, remind me so.
How about you, to rip a street interview or something like that?
Know, right? But,
yo, bro,
it's been a minute. But,
yeah, you want to rip a
tomorrow? I'm back in Miami in 10 days for meetings with the boys.
And so you see Sneako there reacting to that clip, right? Because Sneako has been making fun of all of this, like making fun of the protesters, because he is speaking out against Andrew Tate and what this whole like movement has become. Now, after this, since Sneako was reacting to it, this kid, this Tyson Hockley kid, goes and snitches to Fresh and Fit, being like, dude, what is this? He pulls out his phone saying, what is this, dude? Like, look at Sneako laughing at, he's snitching. He's being a little tattletale so that these guys would be like, oh yeah, don't worry about him. Don't worry about him. Of course, Fresh and Fit are gonna back this kid up because this kid is a little dick rider. He's probably paying them. He's probably paid Andrew Tate, let's be real. He was like in his Tate University or whatever the hell. So obviously this kid is important to them because he's paying them and helping like get their like movement out there, right? So of course they're not gonna like straight up tell this kid like, dude, you're annoying as fuck, like we're using you. So anyways, watch this clip of him tattling to Walter.
All right, brother.
Fresh, Sneako fucking reacted to Myron. He's like saying that Myron didn't do my interview. He's like laughing or some shit. Look at this fucking hater, bro. What a fucking weirdo, dude.
It's fine, bro.
He's like laughing.
Listen, bro.
It's like, dude.
I'll just say this.
Yeah.
You're on the way up, don't mind him.
Exactly.
So goofy. Why would he go tattle right there in the middle of everybody on camera? Like a little fucking baby. So girly. But anyways, that's a good point. That is such a good point where Sneako says these dudes, they don't care about this protest. They don't care about any of this. They're using this as like a networking opportunity. And that's so true, because why would you be caring what Sneako is saying? Why would you be scrolling, like doom scrolling when you're at a protest if you actually cared about this cause? You would be like engaged with what's going on. Clearly, this guy's just using this as like, you know, a networking opportunity or an opportunity to get some viral clips. You know what I mean?
Dude's doom scrolling at the protest. I told you, these people don't care about Tate. They're there for networking and clout.
These guys are such grifters, dude. It's all so fake. So obviously this kid, like I said, he's been on the internet talking shit about Sneako, calling him a brown clown, which is so funny that he is begging Myron for an interview. And Sneako actually brought this up. He's begging Myron for an interview and calling Sneako a brown clown, making fun of him like for being brown, using that as a diss. However, Myron, if you look at him, he's brown as fuck. He's way darker than Sneako. So if you're calling Sneako a brown clown and then begging Myron for an interview, like Myron's also a fucking brown clown in that case. You know what I mean? And so these guys, like, they want to use brown as a diss, except for when it comes to somebody they actually like and they support. Suddenly they want to use the race card. In fact, I wasn't going to include this, but I'll include the clip of the lawyer legitimately using the race card. So it goes against these guys' whole movement. These guys are such grifters. This is what I'm telling you. They don't actually have a legitimate message. They just say shit that will benefit them. But as soon as, you know, whatever they're doing doesn't work anymore, they will switch sides. They don't care.
And don't forget, Andrew and Tristan are minorities, biracial like I am, half black and they're half white. And the real experience for a black man when it comes to the system in this country is if you speak out, you speak to power, if you speak out against the party narrative, they will lock your black ass up and throw away the key in 6 seconds flat. And that is what's happening here. It's, boy, how did you get in this room? Boy, why are you talking so much? Boy, don't you know that you don't come from this type of family? Boy, we're going to make an example out of you to make sure that every other black man in the world shuts his mouth because he knows that the process is punishment and that we will incarcerate you, whip you, we will chain you, we will bind you to make you remember the story and history of this country, which means that black men cannot rise above poverty.
So what I'm trying to say is, like, these guys used to be against using the race card. And now suddenly the lawyer, since he doesn't actually have a defense, he's now using the race card, saying that people are just racist against Andrew Tate. Anyways, he really got his feelings hurt by Sneako. He legitimately looked like he was about to cry out there when he was tattling to Myron. But anyways, he goes on, like, he will not let it go. He goes onto his balcony saying, let's be real. People aren't mad at me because I begged for interviews. They're mad at me because it worked. You guys are the ones in my chat. It's like, dude, yeah, people are in your chat because we're laughing at you. You're the laughing stock of the internet. This is all so goofy. You and all your little like dick rider push-up boys are so fucking goofy, and we can't look away because that's what happens with train wrecks.
Let's be real, people aren't mad at me because I begged for interviews. They're mad at me because it fucking worked. Like, let's just be real, okay? They're mad at me because a young nigga made it and it worked. You begged for interviews. Yeah, and you're in my chat. You are in my chat. Look at this view, by the way.
So he's like saying that his plan worked, which to me proves you're doing this for the exact reason that Sneako said. You're doing this to network. You're not actually doing this because you care about Andrew Tate. Yeah, I still think you're a dick rider, but like, this is what I mean. Like, oh, you're mad at me because it worked. You're just trying to get famous. You're using this to get famous. You see, like, these guys are such clowns, dude. And now he's like posting these photos. Get so big you can say the N-word in public. And he doesn't say N-word, obviously. He says the actual word. But like, okay, cool. You want to say it in public? Say it in public. No one's stopping you. Go for it, dude. Go for it and see what happens. Like, these guys think it's like so rebellious and cool and like edgy to go around saying the N-word and like screaming it. It's like, dude, nobody actually cares. You kind of just look like a loser. You look like you're trying to be cool, like you're trying to clip farm, you're trying to go viral. You just look like a lame. You look like a total lame doing weird shit like this. Like, this is weird shit. These guys like call us incels. This is actual incel behavior. This is how incels act. Like, this whole little world is so weird. Like, don't you notice they're never around girls? They always talk about how much they hate women. They always talk about how women should know their place, like slapping women around, pimping them out, all this shit, how it's gay. They've legitimately said that it's gay to live with a woman. Like, I don't know how much gayer it can get. I don't know how much more incel-y it could get. These guys hate women and they're never around women. But anyways, guys, I'll get off my soapbox. Thank you so much for watching. Please like this video if you liked it, subscribe if you want to subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Take care.